Hey, fellow singer-songwriters. So, producing an album is probably the most daunting step of your music journey and definitely the most costly. In fact, you're probably wondering if you're spending enough money to make your music sound good or the opposite, like do I really have to spend that much? Before I begin talking about my own journey with music, let's just take a quick look to see how much did other artists spend in their albums. I have here Beyonce's Lemonade spent $1 million, Taylor Swift's 1989 $500,000, Kendrick Lamar Damn $100,000, Grimes Vision 15,000, and Billie Eilish When We All Fall Asleep Where Do We Go $0. Zero because she spent the money in creating the studio and her brother actually, helped compose all her songs. Unfortunately, I am not 100% savvy in music production, so I couldn't escape the fact that I needed to hire a professional no matter what. I needed someone to help me produce, record, and mix because these are skills that I just don't have, and it was a reality that I needed to accept. So in that sense, I needed to save money. On average, I spent about $25,000 to make my 12-song album. So that roughly comes to about $2,000 per song. Some actually cost more, some actually cost less, but that's the average. Here's what I did to save some money. So like many of you, I sing la 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 and I, compose. After I write the songs and I use my notebook, I essentially saved a step and I didn't have to hire someone else to write the song for me. I know enough music notation that I know which chords and what notes need to go where. And what I needed to do was learn GarageBand. And GarageBand is important because it'll help me lay out the foundation, the skeleton of the song. And I want to say the technical aspects of the song. And this helped me, for example, identify the tempo and the key moments that I need the song to have. This piece is critical because knowing the technical aspects of your song will save you time from explaining all that to the music engineer, to the producer. The first time I went to record my first song, because I didn't have everything laid out. I didn't have everything like decided and all the song structure, at least the basics down. So a lot of my time was like explaining what I wanted, and then when I heard that's not what I want, and I learned my lesson. And if you have no clue, like you have no idea or like what needs to be what, the least you can do is have some song references in mind to show to the music engineer like, hey, I want my song to sound like this. It's really hard to explain in words what is the sound you're trying to make. Like I can't even imagine trying to mimic, for example, oh, you want something 80s and 80s sounds. But 80s sounds is so rich that if you try saying like even that little bit will have a different meaning in different people. Save that money, do your homework yourself, you will thank me. Another expense that you will probably have to face is finding the right producer or the right music engineer. And it's a strange process because you have to click with that person. It took me 3 times to finally find the music engineer that understood me, understood the sound, understood what I was trying to say. And that itself might take you a journey because I had to spend money on each one. My advice on this is that maybe don't put all your eggs in that basket all right away. Just try maybe one song and see if you feel the dynamic. See if you feel the synergy. And that's very important because it truly helped me feel comfortable in performing and also writing the other songs on the album because there was such a nice flow. You will have to find out who that right person is for you. And luckily I did. And this person made incredible sounds for me for my album Block Party of One, which you should check it out and you should let me know if you like it. And lastly, you might want to save just a little bit of money in case you need to hire other music players or vocalists that can do background vocals. I saved a little bit of money because I did most of my backing vocals, except for one song, Dopamina, my Spanglish song. I really wanted a female voice in that song. Believe it or not, only one of my songs in the whole entire album uses live instruments. I'm pretty proficient with MIDI, which is just digital music, by placing notes on a music software. You'd be amazed on how realistic MIDI has gone, or how advanced digital music can create these sounds that are like, it almost, I can't differentiate if it's sometimes real or not. There was a specific reason why I chose real electric guitar for the song From My End. One, because that was the opener of the album, and two, it was the solo, and I think it was just too hard to replicate in that instance, so I needed real instruments. What you can do is at least learn some music notation to understand like how scales work and how composition works. And don't worry, most music engineers are able and capable of making a band for you just digitally and without actually hiring real people. This album, Block Party of One, was a long and intense journey for me because it started from a place of desperation and heartache, and I start the album with the song From My End. But I completed the album after understanding who I was and a moment of triumph. So I like this cycle, this journey that I did. There's like a full cycle moment with this album, and I'm super proud of it. It was worth every penny to make this album, and I don't mean this only in the monetary way. I hope this was helpful. Let me know if I can help you do your own musical journey. Let me know if I didn't answer some questions or if there's something else I can clarify. And if you can support me in this new phase of my musical journey, please subscribe and check out my new album, Block Party of One. All the links are in the description below, and I'm dying to know what you guys think. Ciao.